On the front lines in the Pokrovsk direction, while the dust had yet to settle and the sky was still filled with the echoes of artillery, the Ivan Franko UAV Group once again demonstrated its lethal skill in precision strike operations. Footage received from the unit's combat drones shows a series of destructions carried out with the utmost care, composure, and precision. Strikes that confirm that every enemy move, no matter how small, is not overlooked by Ukraine's electronic surveillance. The operation began when aerial cameras detected 5 Russian motorcyclists attempting a swift maneuver in open terrain, an attempt to slip through the blind spots of Ukrainian defenses. But the Ivan Franko Group moved faster, and one by one the motorcycles were struck from the air, precision explosions destroying the small formation before they could flee or take cover. A brief flash of fire marked the end of each target, leaving wreckage of vehicles and motionless bodies in their path. Shortly after, the drone operator identified a Russian ATV traveling at high speed, apparently carrying supplies or attempting to transmit information to a nearby position. With disciplined composure, the operator locked on to the target. Within seconds, an FPV projectile shot out and struck the vehicle squarely in the center. The ATV flipped over in a burst of flames, reduced to a splintered metal frame. Before the dust settled, 2 more targets appeared. 2 Russian motorized vehicles traveling down a dirt road toward their troop rotation position. Ivan Franko's group left no stone unturned. The first attack disabled the lead vehicle, sending it to the side of the road. At the same time, a second attack followed seconds later, obliterating the rear vehicle, closing off any escape route and destroying the small supply chain that was moving. In the final phase of the operation, the drones gained altitude to assess the damage. Beneath the wreckage of the vehicles and the road pockmarked by the blast, the operators detected the movement of 4 Russian personnel attempting to evacuate the area or seek cover. But the open terrain was not their ally. With surgical precision, Ivan Franko's unit launched a follow-up attack. One by one, the 4 Russian soldiers were eliminated, ensuring that there was no remaining threat in the sector. This coordinated attack, which lasted only minutes, reaffirmed the effectiveness of the Ivan Franko Group as one of the most lethal and disciplined UAV units on the front lines. With 5 motorcycles, 1 ATV, 2 cars, and 4 enemy personnel destroyed, the operation served as a clear example of how the precision of UAV technology, combined with the ingenuity of the operators, can change the course of battle before the enemy even has time to understand what is happening. In the direction of Pokrovsk, the skies returned to calm for a moment, but for the Ivan Franko Group, this was just one chapter in a long, ongoing war, with the next operation just waiting to be called. Currently in the direction of Lyman, Donetsk Oblast, once a gray zone, the wooded belt near Lyman is becoming a trap where infiltrators are exposed and picked off. Here, Ukrainian soldiers, jointly with American volunteers, are conducting clearing operations against Russian positions concealed among the trees. What appears to be a mere woodland sweep is actually part of a planned effort to protect the approaches to Lyman before Russian forces can regroup and push forward again. Ukrainian forces target Russian forest hideouts near Lyman. Ukraine's goal in this area is to remove every remaining Russian position inside the forest belt that leads toward Lyman. This terrain has long enabled Russian groups to move slowly and carefully toward the town, using natural cover to infiltrate without being detected. Most Russian infiltration groups deploy in this wooded terrain, where the uneven ground and natural obstacles allow small teams to hide their movements and pressure Ukrainian lines. Clearing the forest belt forces Russian units to remain closer to Yampil, where the terrain is far more open and exposed. In that environment, Ukrainian drone operators and artillery teams can monitor them with far greater ease and respond much more quickly to any attempt to move forward. Ukraine plans to carry out this task through small, well-coordinated assault groups made up of special operations soldiers, reconnaissance teams, and American volunteers who have been fighting alongside Ukrainian units for months. At the same time, these teams rely on drone operators who guide them through the forest and help them locate trenches, dugouts, or even Russian soldiers waiting in cover. Russia still benefits from a larger number of available troops, and the forest environment amplifies this advantage. The dense trees and low visibility along the ground provide Russian assault groups with abundant cover for infiltration, allowing them to move closer before they are detected. The same terrain also weakens FPV drone signals unless fiber optic guidance is used, and it limits conventional Ukrainian drones to flying above the treetops with reduced visibility in turn. Ukraine, however, is gaining new advantages as winter approaches, as the falling foliage strips the forest of cover, leaving Russian troops far more exposed. Reconnaissance drones now spot movements earlier, providing commanders with clearer information and smoother coordination with assault teams. Meanwhile, the longer ground-level sight lines allow snipers to target positions that were previously hidden in summer. At the same time, Ukraine's highly motivated and better trained units, including special forces and experienced foreign volunteers, often face poorly prepared Russian conscripts rather than capable defenders, which helps offset Russia's numerical advantage. These changes are visible in the recent clearing operations. In the first video, a Ukrainian assault team moves steadily through the Lymansky forest as they approach a concealed Russian hideout. An American volunteer assists in clearing the position and persuades 4 Russian soldiers to surrender. His calm use of Ukrainian, along with the basic Russian he has learned, helps reassure the captured soldiers and reduces the chance that they will panic or resist after surrendering. In the footage, the loss of foliage is already evident, revealing a terrain that is far easier for Ukrainian forces to read and move through than it was in summer. In the second video near Yampil, Ukrainian Special Operations Forces detect a Russian sabotage group attempting to move through the forest. They intercept the team before it can advance any further and eliminate 3 fighters during the engagement. After securing the area, they collect the enemy's equipment and document the scene. A separate moment in the footage shows a precise sniper shot that demonstrates how the improved winter sight lines allow Ukrainian marksmen to engage targets at longer distances. The clearer view between the trees and steady coordination with live aerial surveillance play a significant role.
Брат, гранат! Контроль!